What the... Wait, how does Link do this? Did Zelda lie to me? I think Zelda lied to me. This isn't possible. Welcome to another video. And it's 100 degrees outside, so I'm sorry. All of this is not going to stay for this video because I'm already sweating profusely. It'd be a great bit. Dress up in super hot stuff when it's really hot outside. That takes forever to get off. Be a hilarious bit. Should do that. It's been about 2 years since we talked about a TV show here. Last time I took a look at the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and when I was doing that episode, I promised that eventually we would take a look at the Legend of Zelda Show, and today is not that day because we are watching Donkey Kong Country. What am I doing? This isn't a Happy Rider. What the frick am I doing? Nah, I'm just kidding. We're gonna watch the Zelda show. But we should watch the Donkey Kong Country show eventually, because that's like a car wreck you just can't take your eyes off of, and oh, the horror. But back on topic, today we're gonna watch the Legend of Zelda Show. Now, if you haven't heard of it, it was first released back in 1989. It was a part of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. It would play on Fridays instead of the animated segments of the Mario show, but still keep the live action parts with the plumbers. It only lasted for 13 episodes and got canceled along with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. But let's go ahead and take a look at just the very first episode today. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this show released back when only the first Zelda game was out, so it didn't have all this lore to pull from, so it had to take some creative liberties with the Zelda universe. The show opens up on Link, and I want you to take a moment to really think about this. If you had to give Link a voice, what would that voice be? This character who's stoic yet valiant. He's out saving the kingdom not for the glory or riches, but just because it's the right thing to do, and he's the only one with the courage to do it. I'm gonna guess that voice isn't this one.
Yeah, another beautiful day in the magical kingdom of Hyrule.
This has always been one of those things about this show that has just confused me so much. Why would you give Link this voice, this high, nasally pitched voice? How do you look at a character like Link and be like, yeah, that's what he's gonna sound like? But Link is upset because he has a bed and food and basically anything he could ask for. But he doesn't want that. He wants to be out exploring and fighting. Ah, yes, I love a hero that complains way too much about all the luxuries in life they have. It just makes them so relatable. Ugh. I wish I wasn't inside in a comfy chair. I want to be outside sitting on a rock. Isn't there one more trait a hero has to have? What is it? It's, oh yeah, being super pervy.
Looking good, princess, especially from this angle.
Yet for some odd reason, Zelda doesn't like this. But before Link can figure out why his flawless strategy didn't work, he's attacked by moblins trying to steal the Triforce. So Link fights off the moblins, and there's honestly this really cool shot with the moblins' reflection in Link's sword. I feel like older cartoons never got too creative with their shots like this, so it's kind of a fun thing to see. But Link dispatches all the moblins by shooting them with his sword. Now in The Legend of Zelda, whenever your health is at full, Link can shoot magic beams out of his sword. And I'm sure they probably chose to go with this because kids in America are more used to seeing people get shot than they are stabbed. Or maybe it's because they didn't want to show Link cutting moblins to bits. It probably could go either way. Zelda shows up after the fight to slap Link right in the face for his catcalling, and then we get the classic catchphrase.
Excuse me, princess.
Now, I'm sure you've probably seen this by now. It's all over the internet. This is probably the one thing people actually know about this show. But it still confuses me why this was Link's catchphrase. I mean, I guess it worked because everybody knows it, but I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing at this point. Zelda tells Link that he has to guard the Triforce while she's judging the amateur magicians contest, and we cut to Ganon, who's plotting on how he's gonna steal the Triforce. So Ganon shows up in disguise to create a distraction to pull Link away from the Triforce. And this right here is why Hyrule is always in danger. Look at this noble guard fighting to protect the princess. So as Zelda defends for herself, Link comes to the rescue, And immediately after defeating the dragon, Zelda gets all upset with him that he left the Triforce alone. And like, sure, she has a point. Ganon is currently stealing the Triforce now. But like, also who was going to protect her? Because we all know it wasn't going to be that guy. But while his distraction is working, Ganon snags the Triforce and it talks to him.
Evil is the path you choose, but evildoers always lose.
So yeah, the Triforce talks, and I'm not sure why they chose to make it talk, other than just to move the story along. 90% of the time when it's talking, it's just giving exposition, kind of like a lot of other Zelda characters. So Ganon escapes with the Triforce, and Link and Zelda decide to use some inspiration from Looney Tunes and use a tree to catch up to him. All while this is going on, Link decides to compliment Zelda without moving his lips.
My kind of girl.
They catch up to Ganon though, and another fight ensues. Link decides the best option is to go back to back with his belt tied around them. Now just passing over the fact his belt just grew to fit 2 people. How does this help? I'm no expert on fighting. I know that's pretty hard to believe looking at me. I feel like this would severely limit your mobility and also have you fighting against the person you're tied to more than you are the enemies coming at you. But hey, at least Ganon's having a good time.
Get them like this!
I absolutely love the idea of this big battle going on while Ganon's just off to the side chilling with his Stalfos, just talking about fighting with him. Ganon gets interrupted by Zelda though, and makes a run for it, and Link just dumb lucks his way into saving the day. And with Ganon defeated, we end on this really creepy shot of Link's fairy companion, Sprite. Should probably talk about Sprite real quick. She's mainly just there to have a little crush on Link and just kind of throw a wrench into the works on his and Zelda's relationship. Although I feel like Link does a pretty good job of that on his own.
Looking good, princess. Especially from this angle.
But overall, she doesn't really have much effect on this story. She might later on, but from what I remember of Sprite, she's just kind of there. But that's pretty much the first episode of the Legend of Zelda Show. I feel like everything in the show is just so horribly bad that it's so much fun to watch. It's just hilarious to see their interpretation of Link being this whiny little creep and Ganon being a bumbling idiot. At least with Zelda's character, they didn't just always make her the person in trouble that needs to be saved. Most of the time she's right alongside Link fighting and helping him. But this show is just so much fun to watch. I highly suggest checking out a few episodes. You can't really watch a bunch back to back. It's good to space them out. They kind of quickly grind on your nerves if you watch more than 1 or 2. But it's definitely something I'm going to come back to and probably make more videos on, because I just love this show so much. But that's all I got for you. I'm sorry, I gotta go now. It's hot, I'm sweating. Also, I hope this video made it out. This is like the 4th time I've tried making it. This video is pretty much cursed at this point in my mind. The first time my camera just corrupted all the files when I recorded it. Second time my computer deleted the files. Third time I had my camera break on me, so this is like the first full video I've shot on this camera. Yeah, fingers crossed, who knows, when I plug in this video to YouTube, maybe my whole channel will just delete itself. But if not, thank you for watching, I appreciate it. Maybe hit a like button for luck so this video makes it out. Is that how YouTube works? I think that's how YouTube works.